Got to work it myself. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for having this hearing today and for your work in this field. This isn't an issue of the moment for you, but this is what you've dedicated your life to, and we are very grateful. Thank you, Ranking Member Green, for your support of this critical issue, and members of the subcommittee today for participating in this effort to reduce maternal mortality in the United States, and for giving me this opportunity to speak in strong support of the discussion draft of the Preventing Maternal Mortality Deaths Act that is before us. So you either are a mom or you have a mom. So this issue impacts you. The very title of this bill speaks to why I've introduced this bipartisan legislation with my co-sponsor, Ms. DeGette from Colorado. We have to take vital steps towards moving this bill in Congress, and I believe we're going to save lives and prevent more families from suffering the profound loss of a cherished family member. The testimonies today will shed light on a truly disturbing trend in our nation. More mothers die from pregnancy-related or pregnancy-associated deaths here in the U.S. than in any developed country in the world. Although the assumption is often that a nation with some of the most advanced obstetric and emergency care would also demonstrate low maternal mortality rates, tragically, an estimated 700 to 900 maternal deaths occur in the U.S. every year. And not only does the U.S. rank 47th for maternal mortality globally, we have actually seen an increase in maternal deaths in recent years. This makes us one of only 8 nations in the world with rising maternal mortality rates. It's unacceptable. In fact, Iran has a better maternal mortality rate than we do here in the United States. In New Jersey, where Mr. Pallone is from, and he knows this, if you're a woman of color, a black woman, you're 79, out of 100,000 deaths, 79 are likely to pass away from a pregnancy-associated or pregnancy-related death. You're 3 to 4 times more likely as a woman of color to experience this tragedy in our country. It's unacceptable. For families, single fathers, grandparents, and children who have all lost a mother, perhaps the most heart-wrenching of all of this is that according to the CDC, 60% of these maternal deaths could have been prevented. As a mother, as a citizen, and a lawmaker, I believe we can and we must do better. It is time for this to become a national priority, which is why I'm proud to speak in support of the Preventing Maternal Deaths Act. This legislation would enable states to establish and strengthen maternal mortality review committees. MMRCs bring together local experts in maternal, infant, and public health to review each and every instance of a pregnancy-related or pregnancy-associated death. We're going to investigate every single one because these moms are worth it. This is going to give us the information to understand why it's happening and what we need to do to fix it. This is how we're going to save future mothers' lives. As members of the committee are aware, we know many of the conditions that contribute to high maternal mortality rates, such as preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, obstetric hemorrhage, as well as emerging challenges such as suicide and substance use disorder. However, the truth is that the available data is woefully inadequate, which greatly hinders our ability to understand why mothers are dying. The Preventing Maternal Deaths Act seeks to address this data deficiency by empowering states to participate in national information sharing through the CDC, allowing for increased collaboration and the development of best practices. Now, before closing, I want to note that the legislation before us was crafted from key policy recommendations made by multiple organizations supporting this bill, including the Association of Maternal and Child Health Programs, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, the March of Dimes, Preeclampsia Foundation, the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine. Thank you to all of you tireless warriors in this fight. Finally, and most importantly, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the families, fathers, one of whom you're going to hear from today, sitting behind me. Charles Johnson's going to tell you the story of the preventable death of his hero, and hopefully this will be a tribute to ending those tragedies. He wants no one else to go through what he's gone through. And to every advocate who has spoken out, shared their stories, and called for change, these courageous individuals are the champions of this movement and this bill. With wide bipartisan support and well over 160 co-sponsors in the House, I remain committed to passing the Preventing Maternal Deaths Act into law, and I look forward to working with this committee, you, Mr. Chairman, and my colleagues in Congress to accomplish this imperative goal. With that, I thank you and I yield back.